A little more up close and personal with the creek here. Not a very big creek. Some neat little ice formations, but you can tell there's a road at the top because in the middle of all this beauty we've got 2 tires. People suck. At least one of the trees around here is a linden. I'm not sure off the top of my head which one, but they have that, and then that little stem underneath that wing usually has little, I guess you'd call them nutlets, or fruit, whatever the hell it is. Little hard woody seeds. And I don't see any of the seeds. Now the tree it's under, that's definitely not a linden, so I'm guessing one of these guys farther up the slope. Nothing's jumping out at me right now. I got the sun in my eyes looking this way though. But those things do travel a good ways with the wind, so it could be up there on the other side of the road for all I know. Next to the road, this little rock outcrop, you can see that's wild hydrangea growing up there. It's fairly distinctive looking. And got these, I think they're more or less an umbel. That's the flowers or the seed head. And you got some Christmas fern, some other evergreen fern, and down there got a little blackberry who's green already in February. And now I'm down on the rail trail. You can see the hemlocks over there. And I'm not sure if you can tell them from a distance yet, but see those other trees over there, those are Norway spruce, and hopefully by now you can kind of tell by that little weepy hanging effect of the little branchlets on the mature tree that that's what that is. I'll zoom in a little bit if you can see how they kind of droop. So you can tell a Norway spruce from a distance. See everything trying to recolonize this cut for the railroad here. You can see the hemlock do really well there. This was the last little stream I had crossed. It's a little trickle goes down, goes under this rail trail and goes out there to Beaver Creek. Just don't feel like climbing all the way down that slope to give you a better shot of the creek. I'll try to get one a little farther up maybe. But creek's up a little bit, still snow thawing. Just another little bit of note here. The trail I'm on that I'm facing off of is running north-south. So I'm facing east right now. So the south-facing slope, basically the north side of the valley, not a whole lot of snow. And you look over here on the southern side, which is facing north, it doesn't get the sun and it's still covered with snow. A little easier to see the difference in microclimates between north-facing and south-facing slopes whenever there's snow involved. In the summer, you really don't notice except for maybe a little bit of difference in vegetation. That's why most of your snakes and lizards like to find a den on the south side of or south-facing side of a valley. That way they get a little bit more warmth, and it's like another little aid in getting them going in the spring. Okay, here's a shot of the Beaver Creek Valley from up here. See it fairly decent from up here without me climbing down to the water's edge. Nice that they keep care of this a little bit. There's a little hemlock growing on a mossy spot, and I'm not sure because I stepped on it, but probably some sort of a invasive mustard. They tend to be coming up about this time of year. And here's a young cherry birch. See, it's got very cherry-like bark here, but the buds are a little bit different. This guy's still too young to have flowers or anything, but if you scratch it a little bit and sniff it or even nip at it a little bit, these things will have a more or less wintergreen taste. It's the flavor of birch beer. Just kind of neat place here where we got some icicles and stuff in this cut along the railroad track here. And you can't really see them from here, but there's some mountain laurel up over that side. I'll wander in farther, see if there's anything else to see. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the evergreen, whatchamacallit, mountain laurel in there among everything. You can really see the different strata in the rock, including coal. In better weather, you can actually find lumps of coal in this place here. In fact, I think that's one there. Yep. Yep. Just an interesting look at how they cut through that ridge there. Used to continue right down there and see kind of a sudden change in the stuff that reclaimed that open cut.